Hello everybody, welcome in. This is the Crystal Guardian here to do another tarot reading for the collective. I'm calling our guides, guardian spirit, ancestors, please give us your divine guidance and wisdom in this reading today. Any negative energies being sent our way, please return them back to the sender. We ask this in the name of the Most High. Thank you. Okay, let's see. I feel like one flipped over. I'm seeing it, so what do we need to know? Yeah, moving coming out. Okay, let's see what we have coming out so far. We have moving, threatening, dirt digging, forcer, carless, giving money, let's get a couple more spirit. Moving on we have, and wasting time. Okay. So, I feel like you're moving on. We have moving and moving on. You could possibly be physically moving away somewhere. If this was a relationship, you lived with this person, you could be moving out of their house. They could be moving out of yours. But I feel like this can either be you physically moving somewhere else or just you moving on. Whoever this person was, I feel like they could have been very threatening towards you, because we have threatening and then we have forcer. This is somebody who forced their way on you, forced you to give them what they wanted, forced their ideas on you, forced their beliefs on you, forced their way into your life. They wasted your time. They're not going to change. This says stuck, no change is limited. I feel like now they're digging for dirt on you. Now, giving money here and carless, you could have possibly been paying this person's way, but they could have also been giving you money as a means to manipulate you. With the carless being here, I've been seeing and feeling this a lot. I feel like somebody is going to go through some kind of car issues, whether that is their car breaking down, being repossessed. I hate to say it, but I'm almost getting like an accident where they lose their car or damage their car in some way. And I almost feel like this person was threatening, could be threatening you, but I feel like this person was also threatened by you, especially if this was someone you were giving money to. They could have been threatened by your abundance. We have the 5 of Wands coming out. This is somebody who put you in competition, rivalry, conflict. Okay, so why is moving out here? Okay, I feel like moving is out here because with Ace of Swords, you're now cutting through the bullshit with the 7 of Cups here. This is about illusions. Somebody casting illusions over your life where you can't see what is real and what isn't. I feel like you're cutting through these illusions now with the Ace of Swords being here. You're seeing through the bullshit and you're moving on with the 2 of Wands. You're looking to the future. You're planning ahead. And this also is a card, 2 of Wands, for leaving home and making travel plans. So you could be physically moving to a different area, traveling somewhere. moving out of state, moving out of the country. The Ace of Swords is also about mental clarity, breakthroughs, so, and new ideas. So you could be beginning a whole new life after going through this, dealing with these illusions. You could be planning to move away, to travel. You could be setting up a whole new life for yourself after gaining a perspective on this situation. Okay, why is threatening out here? It says intimidated, threatened, bothered. And if you are moving and this person is aware of this, they could feel threatened by the fact that you're no longer going to be around. Yeah, you have new things coming in, new opportunities. This could be a romantic relationship coming in with Ace of Cups coming, with the Ace of Cups being here. So I'm getting like you're moving on with your life. You're open to new love coming in. This person with the Four of Pentacles is trying to hang on to your energy. And them seeing you moving on and celebrating in this Three of Cups with other people without them being involved. Watching you move towards your happiness without them is leading to a Tower moment in their life. And with the Ace of Cups coming out with the Three of Cups, that's Four Cups. Now the Four of Cups is all about missed opportunities. So this person is trying to hang on to your energy with the Four of Pentacles here. And with the Four Cups, they're seeing you as a missed opportunity. You moving on has them feeling threatened. And it's creating Tower moments in their life. And that is why they're digging dirt on you. Because they feel threatened because you're moving on. So let's see. Why is dirt digging out here? We have a lot. Okay. So, whoever this person was, they had you in the Three of Swords energy. They broke your heart. We have the King of Cups here. This is somebody who is very compassionate, supportive, empathetic. This, I feel, is your energy, whether you're a man or a woman. You're in this King of Cups energy. You're somebody who's emotionally balanced. You have compassion for other people. You're supportive of other people. You have empathy for other people. I feel like this past person took advantage of your empathy and your kindness, but you're no longer allowing this to happen. With the Fool here, this tells me you are looking forward to new beginnings. You are ready to take a leap of faith towards something new. With the Page of Cups being here in the reverse, whoever this past person is that's trying to dig up dirt on you, this is somebody who is very emotionally insecure. They're immature. They don't want to see you moving on and taking these leaps of faith. With the Fool card here, they don't want to see you moving on with anybody else. With the Three of Wands coming out in the reverse, this is somebody who's trying to delay your movement forward. They want to put obstacles in your path to block your long-term success because they are hanging on to your energy. This is somebody who is obsessed over you because we have the Devil card coming out. This is about obsession. So this person is trying to dig up this dirt on you because they're now seeing you in this Empress energy. They're seeing you as a missed opportunity. They're seeing you take these leaps of faith and move forward in your life without them. This is creating these towers in their life. They have an obsession with the Devil being here, and they do not want to see you move forward with the Three of Wands. That's why the Three of Wands is in the reverse. They're trying to create obstacles in your path to stop you from taking this leap of faith somewhere new. And they figure if they could dig up dirt on you and cause issues for you, they're going to block your pathway forward to your new beginnings. because this is somebody who tries to force things on you, tries to force their way into your life, uses force to get what they want. And I feel like you're no longer allowing this person to do this to you. You're putting up boundaries with this person. You're not letting them intimidate you. Just be careful when dealing with this person, especially when leaving them. Because if this person is abusive, because we have threatening and forcer out here, if this person is abusive, the most dangerous time is when you're walking away from this person, when you're leaving them, when you're trying to get out of the relationship or the situation. So that is when you have to be the most careful. So if this person has abused you in the past, or you believe they're going to become abusive, please just stay safe out there, because we do have the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is about a painful, permanent ending. A loss, a deep wound, a betrayal. So, like I said, just be safe, be very careful. Move in silence. Make sure you have supports in place. Even if that is just friends, family, domestic violence advocates that can give you advice and work with you and tell you how to get out of this situation safely. Because like I said, if this person's abusive, the most dangerous time in this relationship is going to be when you try to walk away from this person. Okay, so we have, with the Forcer here, we have the 5 of Swords coming out. This is somebody who is in, this is about conflict, winning at all cost. Somebody who's sneaky, a bully, abusive relationships, somebody who's willing to stab you in the back if it means they get what they want. So, like I said, with this threatening and forcer coming out here, and then this 5 of Swords, which is about abuse, abusive relationships, winning at all costs, just please be careful. If you think this person is capable of physically harming you, just be extra safe. With the Magician coming out in the reverse, this is somebody who's a manipulator. I'm getting strong narcissist energy off of this, because we have, like, this, whoever this person is, they're extremely abusive, because we have Forcer, 5 of Swords, the Magician in reverse, who's somebody who's manipulative and narcissistic, and then we have the King of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who is ruthless. This is also a narcissist. This is somebody who is extremely ruthless and will do anything they can to get what they want. So the Magician in the reverse and the King of Wands in reverse tells me this is a narcissistic personality. And this 5 of Swords here, this is somebody who will do anything they can to win at all costs. I feel like, because we also have the 4 of Wands coming out and the 4 of Swords, I feel like you're going to need to go in. You may have already been doing this. You may have already gotten out of this situation. I almost feel like it's in the middle of the situation though right now. Like, I'm getting a very strong energy to please be very careful. If you're leaving somebody who's abusive, just take precautions. Don't let this person know where you're going. Don't let them know what you're doing. If you need to get the police involved and get a restraining order, please do so. There are domestic violence hotlines and things that can give you good advice. Please call them. Use that resource if you feel like your safety is in danger. Don't just try to do everything for yourself, because there's steps and processes and legalities where somebody who deals with this for a living, with these hotlines and helplines, they know the ins and outs of it. They'll be able to give you better advice. Like, I'm reading tarot. I can't give you the ins and outs of your jurisdiction, your state, what the domestic violence laws are, what it takes to get a restraining order. But there will be local places that you can contact to get help. And if they're local to your area, they'll be able to give you resources if you need to stay in, say, a domestic violence shelter, if you need legal advice, if you need to find out how to get a restraining order against somebody. They're going to be the ones to contact. Even if you contact like a national hotline for help, they might be able to put you in touch with a local help center that handles domestic violence situations. So we have the Four of Swords here. This is about you going in and recuperating, retreating, being in solitude after coming out of this. You need to move on, especially if this is abusive. You need to get away with the moving from this situation. And once you do, don't jump into another relationship immediately, because you're going to end up with somebody who's exactly like this past person. The universe will just keep giving you the same spirit in different bodies. So take the time to go in and rest, do the inner healing work, do the shadow work. What made you get into this situation? What made you stay in this situation? What made you tolerate this abuse? You really need to go in and do the inner healing on yourself, what your triggers are, why you're willing to tolerate this before you move on anywhere else. Because, like I said, the universe is just going to keep testing you with the same situation over and over in a different body without you doing the healing work. So really take the time to retreat, recuperate, go into solitude, do your shadow work, do your inner healing. Because without you doing this inner healing, figuring out what your triggers are, seeing what childhood wounds you have, possibly going to therapy, you're going to end up in another situation exactly like this with somebody else. So you really need to go in and do the inner work, because by you going in and doing the inner work, this is where your Four of Wands is going to come in. And the Four of Wands is about stability, building a stable foundation, being able to celebrate and have joy in a relationship, ascending into your higher self. So without going in and doing the inner healing work, you're not going to be able, you need to go in and do the inner healing work in order to obtain this Four of Wands. Now, you could be carless in this situation. If this person was abusive, chances are they are controlling. They could have taken a car back that they gave you. They could have also been giving you money to keep you under their thumb. If this is somebody who's threatening and abusive and controlling and forces things on you, chances are they didn't let you out of their sight. They isolated you from other people. They financially abused you. They didn't want you to work because they wanted you to be dependent on them. So you might have been dependent on them for car, for rides, for money, because this person wanted to keep you under their thumb. So why is car desire? So you might need to rebuild your whole life over. But have faith, stay strong. Like I said, seek support systems. There are resources out there that can help you get you back on your feet if you're going through this. Justice will rule in your favor. We have justice here in the upright. This is about balance, fairness, truth, clarity. With the Nine of Swords being here, you might be feeling like you're in a place of inner turmoil right now. being very fearful, which I could see if you're in an abusive relationship. This will cause you to have trauma bonds, deep-seated fears, especially if you feel like you have no independence because you were dependent on this person for transportation, for money. But the Nine of Swords in the reverse is also about reaching out. So please, if somebody is abusive, if you do feel like you need outside help, if you can't do this all yourself. So please, don't be afraid to reach out for support. Whether that, like I said, is your friends, your family, even if you did isolate yourself and cut yourself off from these people due to this person's abuse because they were trying to isolate you from any support system, please do not be afraid to reach back out to your loved ones. 99% of the time, they do love you, they will forgive you, they will understand, they will support you. So please don't be afraid to reach out to your people from your past. With the Six of Cups here, this is about your past, basically. Childhood memories, reminiscing. So I feel like don't be afraid, like I said, to reach out to past friends and family members that you could have possibly isolated and cut off when you were in this situation. Because most of the time, these people will still be willing to support you, to help you. They will understand. If they love you, they've loved you in the past, they will still be there to offer this support. You just need to reach out and let them know what's going on. And like I said, please reach out to helplines, reach out to domestic violence shelters in your city, reach out to your support systems in your community as well to help you through this. That would have information for resources that would be available to you. With the Four of Cups being here, I feel like at the moment you're just sitting back and thinking about what is transpired. You're into contemplation. You could feel like you missed out on opportunities. You wasted years of your life on this situation with this person. Please just go in and forgive yourself. Don't blame yourself for letting this person hurt you and manipulate you. It isn't your fault. These people know what they're doing when they're abusers. They know how to play the game. They know how to manipulate you. They know how to string you along. So why is giving money out here? Okay, so we have the Lovers coming out in the reverse. So I do feel like this is a relationship, a romantic relationship that you now walking away from. We had the Nine of Cups coming out next in the reverse. So this tells me whoever you're dealing with, if you see how he's sitting here with his arms crossed, Nine of Cups in the upright is about wish fulfillment, but in the reverse, this is somebody who's very smug, who holds things over your head. There was no wish fulfillment with this person. There will never be any wish fulfillment with this person. This person is only going to leave you carrying burdens with this Ten of Wands being here. And then with the Six of Swords, you need to get away from this person. You need to move on to calmer waters. You need to leave this behind, release the baggage, and move on from this relationship. Because this person does have you or did have you in this Ten of Wands. This is about heavy burden, heavy responsibility. This person holds things back. They're smug. They give you money, but they hold it over your head. This is the type of person who won't let you go out and get a job. They'll accuse you, if you go out to get a job, accuse you of going out to cheat on them, but then financially abuse you, not want to give you money, When you need money, say for groceries or just personal items for yourself, something that's necessary for you or your children, if you have children with this person, they're going to try to deny it. They're going to hold it over your head. They're going to try to weasel some kind of transaction out of you in another way in exchange for this money. This person, I'm getting sexual abuse, honestly. That's like, I don't know how to say this, like almost making you prostitute yourself in exchange for this money. Like, you need money to buy groceries, and they'll be like, oh, well, if you do this for me in the bedroom, then I'll give you the $100 that you need to go out and buy the baby diapers or something like that. Like, that is the energy that I'm getting from this, with the Lovers in the reverse, the Nine of Cups, the way he's sitting here very smug and self-satisfied, and then with the Ten of Wands, with you holding the burden. You do need to, if you have not already, you do need to get out of here. You do need to move on from this situation with the Six of Swords. But this is what I'm picking up from the giving money. They're gonna want you to pay them back somehow in some form, and getting sexual favors. Okay, so why is moving on out here? I do not like this energy of this person at all. We have the Hangman coming out. So, yeah, you definitely need to let this go. You might have to sacrifice some things. You might have to just leave with the clothes on your back if this is a dangerous situation. If you have children with this person, you might need to just take your kids and run when the opportunity strikes. You need to release this. If this is your reading and you see yourself in this reading, please take what I'm saying to heart. You do need to escape this situation. Please go to a support system. Please, if you feel like you're alone, you're not alone. Even if you don't have friends or family you can count on, please seek out community resources. There are good people that would be willing to help you. And there are people that are trained in these types of situations that can give you proper counsel and access to resources that you're going to need. So we have the King of Swords coming out in the reverse. Yeah. When you move on, this person could lose emotional control, because when they lose power over you, they can't misuse your power, emotionally control you and manipulate you anymore. This person is gonna lose their damn mind when they find out that you're moving on. I feel like this person is going to friggin' go ham. So please be careful. Now, with wasting time being here, it says stuck, no change, limited. I feel like I'm getting the sunk cost fallacy. Like, you could have been with this person for a long time, and you feel like you've invested so much in this situation, so much of your time, so much of your energy, that you don't want to walk away. Say, I've been with this person for 10 years. I've been with this for... Please don't feel like that, because you're only wasting by saying, oh, I spent, a year of my life with this person. I spent my entire 20s with this person. I wasted my entire youth on this person. That is not an excuse to waste even more time with this person, especially if they're abusive. Get away from them. Don't keep hanging on. Don't keep expecting that they're going to one day wake up and change and be different, because they're not. If anything, they're just going to get worse and worse as time goes on. So please don't think that because you've invested such and such years with this person, so many months with this person, that they're going to one day, after 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, wake up and change and suddenly start treating you well. Because they're not. And you're just throwing good time after bad, good years after bad of your life, wasting them away with somebody who's treating you like shit. And I think that you're beginning to realize that, and that is why you're looking to finally start moving on from this situation. But don't let the fact that you wasted 2 years with this person, 5 years with this person, 10 years with this person, keep you hanging on to waste another 10 or 20 years with this asshole. This one was left behind. Okay, so we have Page of Wands. You have limitless potential. Please, if you're in this situation, find your freedom again. Find your happiness. Find your excitement. Get away from this person, because you do have limitless potential. You need to get out of this situation to move forward with your life. Because as long as you're stuck wasting time with this person, you're never going to find the potential that's within you. This person is in the Seven of Swords energy. This is a freaking lying, sneaky, betraying, backstabbing thief that you're dealing with. You might feel like you need to just give up at this point, because this person is somebody who intimidates you, tries to force things on you that you don't want, threatens you, hangs money over your head, hangs transportation over your head so you're dependent on them. You might feel like giving up with the Seven of Wands here. This is about letting your guard down, giving up, just being in a place of exhaustion. Don't give up. I feel like right now you could be in this Eight of Swords where you're trapped in your head. You're having a lot of negative thoughts. You feel like you're trapped. You're in a victim mindset. You feel overwhelmed. You feel exhausted from dealing with this sneaky fuck. Please stop wasting time with this person. Please see the limitless potential within yourself. Please move on. Go within. Find your joy again. Think about the things that made you happy before you were in this relationship with this person. Think about what you enjoyed doing. What you like to do with your life. Did you work a job before you met this person? Who were your friends before you were with this person? What did you enjoy doing? What were your hobbies? Try to get back out there. Try to reconnect with people from your past that were a good, positive influence on your life. I'm not saying reconnect with people who are pieces of shit to you. But anybody who is good and a positive influence in your life, please try to reconnect with those people. Try to think back to the happiest times of your life. What were you doing during those times? Who were you around? Who were you interacting with? What were you doing as a hobby? What were you doing that made you happy? And then try to go back and sign back up for those things again. Go back to those places. Meet up with those people. Try to get your joy in your life back. And if this person comes back in with this Knight of Cups offering you this shitty cup, keep your guard up. Don't let your guard down with this person, because chances are this person is going to come back in trying to win you back over. Do not fall for it. They're going to leave you out in the cold in this Five of Pentacles energy. You need to maintain your strength and be strong. Keep Keep your boundaries up with this person. Keep your guard up. Like I said, be safe. Move in silence. Be safe. Contact the resources that you need to contact. I think I'm going to pin some resources in the description of this reading so that you have a resource and a place to go that can connect you with support systems. Because like I said, I'm not an expert on this, but I did watch the Gabby Petito story, and I know her parents do have a national resource site. So I'm going to look that up. I don't know the name of it offhand, and I'm going to pin that in the description of this reading, because I mean, I don't know where you're from locally, what your resources would be, but I believe that site will lead you to resources on a national level and lead you to local resources in your own community. So you have to maintain this strength. With the Hierophant here, this is about institutions, tradition, religion, society, and its norms and social approval. Do not be pressured. If you were married to this person, do not be pressured by societal norms, religious norms, to have to stay in this relationship because you're afraid of being a single mother, or you're afraid your church would look down on you, or your parents would look down on you if you were to leave this person or get divorced. Do not let that keep you stuck in this situation. If you are being abused and people are judging you from escaping this abuse, this is not your people. This is not a community that you should be involved with. Cut these people out and leave these people behind as well, because they are not your support system. They are not going to help you. If people are judging you for escaping a toxic, dangerous situation, these are not people that you need in your life. If somebody is not going to support you in getting away from a situation like this, then they're not your friends either. So be aware of that as well. There are other people out there. If you feel like you don't have a support system, there are other people out there that will support you. Even if it's you going, like I said, to a support group, there are people out there who will help you, who will support you, who will be a shoulder to cry on, who will help you build your strength back up. You just have to find them. So that's the reading. It was a very tough one, dark one. If you're going through the situation, I really do feel bad for you. Like I said, I am going to pin that Gabby Petito website in the description, because please, if you are being abused, if you are trying to leave a toxic situation and you can't get out, or you feel like you have no support, or you don't know where to turn, please, please, please seek outside resources and seek outside help. Do not stay in this situation if you are in danger. So that is the reading. If it resonated with you, please drop a like, comment, or subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.